Okay, here we go. Ball joint installation. Just a point of reference here. This is the bottom. So let's try and remember that. Let's start with the bottom first. Just gonna kind of get it set in there. I gotta check something real quick. Let's see if this will work. No, look at that. That'll work. So we're gonna set that down in there. That like that. Shut some on there. Use this like this. Just gonna give her a little tap. So have it stay in there for a minute. Make it a little easier to get set up. There, I might need this guy here, put him on the bottom down here. Let's see if we can get this kind of straightened out, because right now it's crooked, but that's also because my this thing's bent. So it makes everything a lot more fun. Should straighten out here a little bit better once it gets going. Yep, looks like it's it. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, well, we're good. I got this kind of set up now. We're going to go with it, see how it goes. Well, it moved again already, so. I knew that was going to happen. These boots are really weird. They're like, it's like double layered or something, so they don't give you a shoulder to push on. So you end up cutting through the outer portion of it, but there's still a boot under it, so it's really awkward. But then just don't buy these. I bought cheap, so that's what I get. Looks like it's all the way in there. I'm trying to look. Okay, so we just got the ball joint, up in there like that. So kind of got the nuts on there now to hold it in place. And this, I'll show you. If it was under the truck, it'd be different, because usually what I did is I always put a jack under this and basically tried to jack up the truck. And that pressure keeps the ball joint, the stem from spinning while you're trying to tighten it. So in this case, we want to get it pulled up. So instead of just cranking this nut down on here, I usually use a spacer. I have this old bearing. So that's what I'm going to do next. We're going to tighten this, and it's just going to pull it up and get this in here seated a little better. That way we can start torquing that. So we'll torque that, and then we'll start working on the top. Okay, back. So I got this snugged up pretty good. This thing's, the knuckle's pretty tight, so it tells me that went up a little bit. That, and there's a little bit of a gap. So now we're going to start tightening this down so we can get it torqued. You'd have to check the specs, but I'm pretty sure the way it goes is you want to do this 70 foot-pounds, and then once you're done there is a sleeve. It's a preload sleeve like this, so it'll thread down into the knuckle here, and the axle, and then once you get so far down, then you have to use the fancy socket and torque this to like 40, and then that should give you your whatever they call it, I don't want to say it is the preload for it turning. So which they aim for like 26, 25 foot-pounds. I have no way to measure that other than feel, so I'm just going by what I've read, but I would double check it for yourself. All right, so I just finished torquing that. 70 foot-pounds. I'll take off my weird little spacer. And I actually don't use this nut that came with the ball joint because it's not much bigger than this hole. So I already tried it, and you can actually see the hole around the outer like edges. So not a fan of that. Really don't recommend using the old nut, but that's what I got right now, so I'm going to use it. It's not chewed up, so it'll work for now, get the job done. But I gotta grab the sleeve right here. So this is it. So now we're gonna put this on like that. Hopefully I can thread it in like this. Yeah. Okay, I already put, I don't know if it matters, I put anti-seize in there. So normally you have to buy like a $20-some socket, whatever. I have extra throwaway ones, I call them, so I made this. I didn't feel like buying it, so I'm gonna use this. Let's see if I can, let me put the back now. Nope, I'm just loosening it. So I'm just gonna run this in here real quick. I got it set now to 40 foot-pounds. We're gonna see how that ends up. The other side I actually made an adjustment because I didn't like the way it felt. It was really tight to turn, so I ended up taking the stuff back off and tightening the driver's side to like 30 for the sleeve. And then the top, the final torque on the nut on top that holds everything there is 100. And once that was done, that felt, you know, better. So see where this ends up. Try and do this one-handed. Let's say it's probably gonna jump out because it. There, let's do that real quick. Let's see. That's 30. Yep. So let's see how that feels. Yeah, feels okay. Oh, I lied. That's not 30. That's 40. I did 40. So feels okay. But like I said, now we got to put the other nut on top and torque it to about 100 foot-pounds. Is that what I said? So we're going to do that next. Okay, we're back. So it's tightened 100 foot-pounds. You can see I'm just a little off there. So thing is here, don't loosen it. Let's put this back on. Give her another, you know, quarter turn. Let's see. It's gonna need more now, huh? Let's try that. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, that'll work. So now we can put our cotter pin in. Should be floating around over here somewhere. There it is. So there we go, just like that. And just whatever, do some weird bend, keep it right. Otherwise, this isn't too bad. I can move it, you know, one-handed, so feels all right. So this side I actually ended up doing the same thing as the driver's side. I backed it off and did 30 foot-pounds.